What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since we've done a upload on here. Just been super busy at the shop. Probably start doing a few little videos, kind of what's going on, maybe a weekly kind of what's new in the shop, what's getting done in the shop, that kind of stuff, new stuff that comes in, that type of stuff. You know, just keep you guys a little more informed of what's going on. So before we get this started, if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You know, that helps us out and, you know, get this thing going, turn it into something maybe. But what we're going to talk about today, we just got back from, well, it's a few days after we got back, had to get rested up a little bit, but got back from the NMRA NMCA Superbowl race at Joliet, Illinois. So out into Chicago. Good progress on both cars. We took road cone out. As some of you know, we've switched that to a Turbo 400 the last couple of days. I'll dig up a few pictures I took during the install of that. We went with one of JPC's Turbo 400 conversion kits, and that worked flawlessly. Very well. I mean, everything went right in. A little bit of trimming here and there, which we expected. You know, no hidden like, oh yeah, it's a direct bolt in, then you gotta get out a torch and a plasma cutter. None of that business. So, but we switched that over, and that's kind of where our time rush got going. You know, I got that all finished up on Thursday. I'd hoped to have been on the road Thursday around noon or so, you know, get to Chicago around 6 or so in the afternoon, get a nice night's sleep. But anybody that's dealt anything in racing knows that even with planning, it just never works out. So I finished up everything on the swap about 11 o'clock Thursday night. Took it for a quick test drive. Everything felt great, drove great, transmission worked. You know, had all the gears, converter felt good. So loaded up on a trailer, and 12:30 a.m. Friday morning hit the road for Chicago. So straight through the night, got to Chicago, you know, dead tired, basically drove. By the time we got there, the gates opened about an hour later. So not really any, you know, quick little cat nap in the staging to get in. Got in, had a few little odds and ends, had to still finish up on the car, so I wired those up, got the car teched. Then NMRA was right on schedule, so we were on the track by, I forget exactly, but it was kind of a blur during all this. So around 9:30, I think, or so. So then that passed, which you'll see right here. That was a big old so that was all on me. I thought I had some stuff set up to, we just planned on foot braking the car, just driving down through there, you know, make sure everything felt good, felt straight. There were some other changes done to the car at the same time, so we just wanted to make sure everything was happy. But as you can see, about 3,200 RPM was all it had. I made a mistake. I thought the watt box would be deactivated the way I had it set up, but it was activated. So, oh well. Car drove straight, went down the track, so nothing fell off. It was a plus. So then we came back, fixed that so the watt box wouldn't activate anymore. Then we made what I'll call our first pass, and it wasn't terrible. I mean, a little bit of spin and everything. It's got a lot of power, even on. We're on a three and a half pulley, I think, or 375. I'm not sure. But you know, went down through there under power, full throttle, everything. Went a 9. I forget if it was a 991. It was a 99 something at around 147 mile an hour. So. So, you know, progress. That's all we wanted. Make some progress. Then we brought up Larry's limited street car, which, as you can see from this, you know, made some changes in between the Maple Grove race to here. Some tuning changes and some suspension changes, which actually worked really well for us. As you can see, the car went down pretty good. Could use some more power on the front, but you know, the 60-foot picked up, ET picked up, and then he went I didn't get to record the first pass because we had some technical difficulties. Something happened with the line lock; it didn't hold in the burnout, so I didn't record. But even with a little scuff of the tires, it still went at 893 on the first pass, so you all wouldn't have saw that. This is the second pass though for qualifying round 2. So went straight down again, you know, uneventful, nice, smooth, the way we like to see it. So that wrapped up our Friday. And at this point, you know, we'd been up for, I forget, it'd been a long time. So we were working on very little sleep. We snuck a nap in here and there between rounds. And then we realized that nobody had ate anything since Thursday at lunch, so tired and hungry. Went and got some food. Hotel, dead to the world. Got up Saturday morning, back to the track, you know, decided we were going to go ahead, because at the Super Bowl, we'll have a third round of qualifying Saturday morning, then elimination first round is Saturday night. Terry's, you know, with road cone, we pretty much knew that we were hoping we would break out, or, you know, we weren't expecting to go rounds. So we went ahead and put a smaller pulley on, went up for our third qualifying pass, and it went a 991, 155, somewhere around in there. Still spinning. So we came back, then up with Larry's car we went. Then it went it was another 8-9 something. We probably should have put this car in mod muscle. We had it dialed in pretty tight. But you know, nice uneventful pass, straight down, no problems. So that took us into eliminations round 1. So we went up with the limited street car first with Larry's, because they inverted the field, and again went straight down. You know, everything worked properly, just might have played it just a little too safe on the front half. You know, could have probably got after it a little bit harder. By the time we got up to the track, it was the best conditions we'd saw of the weekend so far. The track was as good as it had been all weekend, and we weren't right down, but we could have thrown a lot more power at it in the front. So, you know, that's on us. But next time we got some changes in mind for that car, so hopefully at Bowling Green we won't be playing as safe. We'll have some testing time between now and Bowling Green. I think it's about 7-8 weeks, so we should be a little more ready then. Then what has become known as the shit show of a pass, elimination round 1 for mod muscle. So we're the first pair. I'm standing up at the line, you know, waiting for Terry. got him into the burnout box. He starts to do his burnout, straight up it went, and then just boom. I was like, uh-oh. I mean, everything, all the worst runs through your mind at once. So, I'm sitting there just like, jaw dropped, like, oh boy, what just happened? Well, the car went into limp mode. Luckily that's the only one thing that it had. So, at this point, the other driver, all this happened within, a matter of probably 15-20 seconds, but it seems like an eternity when you're sitting there like, oh boy, what happened? Our competitor had already pulled over, was ready to stage. NMRA, they were telling him to wait just a second. He waited very graciously. We appreciate that. Then, Jake let me know, hey, you guys got 10 seconds to get staged. So at that point, I'm telling Terry, come on, hurry up. And he gets the car refired. Everything sounds good. Gets a quick, just scuffed the tire, burnout, and up the line, rushed up the line, got staged. So, kudos to Terry. He stayed pretty calm and cool in the car. We'd made some pretty drastic changes suspension-wise between third round of qualifying and elimination round 1. And it worked pretty good. So, here's that pass. And as you can see, that shaved off. Our best was a 9.6 something before. Then that was a 9.16 at 156, 7, somewhere in there. So very, very happy with that. If you had, in dramatic fashion, fight and struggle all the way to the weekend, the last pass, stuff went a little awry there, but still rewarded with a new personal best, everything. So that made everything, that put a grin on everybody's face at the end of the night. The 36, 40 hours awake straight, more or less. All the walking. It was pretty warm weather, so I think I walked 13 miles during the event, so that was a pretty good time. I could probably use a little bit more walking, actually, get myself back down to race weight. But so far, so good with it. I mean, the 400 swap is paying off very well for us. That's basically, I'll call it our second pass on some power. I mean, not that the first pass is kind of an aborted rev limit pass. The second one spun, and the third one spun too. But making some big progress with it. We got some changes we're going to plan on making for it. Hit a few testing tunes around here locally, and then at Bowling Green for NMRA, we'll see what class. Maybe see if we can't play in a different class. We'll have to just look at some rules and stuff. With his blower, there's some pulley combinations that we're limited to, so we'll just have to see. We may run that class just for the prep alone, and see what we can get. That or maybe True Street, something like that, and just go for a hero pass. That's everybody wants to go fast, so most likely that'd be what will happen. But we'll see. But as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, checking out the channel. Hope you like this little bit of a race review, race recap kind of deal. We'll probably do one of those after each one of the bigger events. No need to bore you with what each test and tune weekly did. But as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are out. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.